More than 200 Taiwanese have been evacuated from Wuhan, the epicenter of the new coronavirus. They landed late on Monday evening at Taoyuan International Airport.
One passenger arrived with a fever and another two reported respiratory symptoms. These three have been settled in a negative pressure isolation ward for observation.
The rest of the passengers were sent to quarantine centers in Taichung and New Taipei, where they will stay for observation for the next 14 days.
It's around 1:30 p.m. on Monday. Carrying suitcases, these Taiwanese in Wuhan prepared to return home at last after being stranded in the city for 12 days. Wearing face masks, they disembarked the plane at 11:40 p.m. They had finally arrived in Taiwan. The plane parked at the repair hangar, where ambulances, coach buses, and healthcare personnel awaited. The passengers were asked to disinfect their hands and their temperature was taken before a doctor asked them about their health. Among the 247 passengers, one had a fever and two reported respiratory problems. They were sent directly to a negative pressure isolation ward for observation. A mother and her child were also sent to hospital.
有5位到医院，其中有2位母子。
5 have been hospitalized. 2 of them were a mother and her child. The child had a stomach ache unrelated to the epidemic, so they were sent for emergency treatment. As for the other 3, 1 had a fever and 2 had mild breathing problems. The 3 have been quarantined.
The passengers were taken on 14 buses to 3 quarantine centers in Taichung and Wulai and Linkou in New Taipei. Each bus was manned by medical professionals. Trucks spraying disinfectant followed the convoys to treat the roads along their path. The transport process was completed Tuesday at 6:20 a.m. The passengers will be quarantined in separate rooms for 14 days.
家庭的话呢，那么我们尽量都安排在同一楼层。
We've tried to house families in nearby rooms on the same floor, but it's all one person per room. Each room is its own independent suite. There is no need to leave the room. In other words, 3 meals a day are delivered to each room by the logistics team.
Medical personnel will be staying in the quarantine centers to monitor their returnees. During the quarantine, each person will have their temperature taken twice daily. They will not be allowed out of their rooms or to get in proximity of other quarantined people at the center.
游览车离开。
When the coach buses left the airport, their vehicles and wheels were disinfected.
Health Minister Chen Shih-chung, who had worked through the night, thanked airport personnel and healthcare workers for pulling together at a critical juncture. All efforts are underway to make sure the evacuees are soon reunited safely with their families.